Hello everyone and welcome back to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, or as we like to call it in these parts, Scotland. Today is the next match in the group stage. It's Germany versus Cameroon. It's going to be an interesting one because the African nations have already thrown up a fair number of surprises in this tournament. We're just going to have a quick look at our instructions. So a little bit more support range. We're going to maintain the formation. That should do as far as that's concerned. Let's make sure we've got attacking fullbacks activated, and that's going to do as far as the tactics are concerned. So the team for today is basically going to be the entire first team. Henrik's definitely getting game again ahead of Kimmich just because he's got more pace and his crosses are absolutely wicked. Other than that, everything pretty much as it was. Going to change up Brandt for Leroy Sané just to give us a little bit of variation in the front line. I'm actually tempted to play Brandt on the other side of the front three. He is a right-footed player, so it kind of makes sense to play him there. Why not? Yeah, we'll give Gnabry a rest. He can come on from the bench if he needs to. Also, I'm kind of tempted to put Toni Kroos on, just to give us a bit more bite, because Royce and Havertz, neither of them have that much in the way of needle in the middle of the pitch. Havertz probably the better all-round player, so I'm thinking maybe for Royce, but Royce has got a hell of a shot. He's got us out of trouble on many occasions in friendly matches, Royce, with that wonder foot of his. So I think maybe we'll go with Kroos and Royce. Not the most mobile of midfields, but it'll do for now. Again, if things go badly, we can always change things up. So here we go. It is the second match day of the World Cup. I wonder where we'll be playing today. It was Celtic Park last time, that most famous stadium in Qatar. Today we are playing where?
So, on the face of it, things look simple. If they want to make the knockout stages, this is all or nothing. 3 points needed,
Holland,
and
I
should
believe.
they fail to collect those points, they will be going home and staying there.
Maybe it's Belgium.
It all makes this very tense, really, for some unbearable.
No, it's definitely Holland because it's the Feyenoord stadium. Okay, so we're basically treating the World Cup like Euro 2020 then. It's on tour. Right, Ginter into Kroos. Kroos finds Schultz on the left.
Here at the Kuip, nor would you expect anything else from a ground with its particular reputation.
It's good to have a natural left footer back on that side of the pitch.
Oh,
here we go. It's an early chance. It's an early goal. Timo Werner on form, and that's what you get when you play a formation and a system that benefits players that can pass a ball. Easy football for Germany in this opening 5 minutes of the game. Leroy Sané with a nice little ball into Werner, takes it on his left and then finishes with the outside of his right foot.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
A typically accurate finish from Werner. No need for power, just get it placed.
So can they build on it?
Now Cameroon are going to have to come out of their shells and really search for this equaliser. They've got 90 minutes odd to do it. They're not going to necessarily be too worried at the moment, but the longer it goes on, the more likely... Oh, hello. I thought we might be able to intercept that. As it turns out, no. He's gone right around him. Well played.
Henrik's very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest.
Sané now open his legs up in the middle of the pitch, maybe. He's going to have a crack. Why not? Oh, it was on target. The goalkeeper doing very well to turn it around the post. Fantastic shot by Sané. Optimistic, you would have thought, from that kind of range, but he got the power behind it. It looked like it was headed for the net. Goalkeeper doing well to deny him. People all over the world join hands.
And it's hoisted clear.
Love train.
And here's Kroos. Ginter.
It's a poor pass, really. Well intercepted. It could have gone wrong if that hadn't have been intercepted. Germany potentially left a little bit in the lurch.
And it's Royce. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
I thought he was going to take possession of the ball, but instead the Cameroon player able to nip in front.
And it's been taken straight back.
There's no urgency from the other German players that aren't highlighted to get in the way of the ball and try and
Germany
get hold of it.
Already ahead.
Really quite annoying.
Start.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls.
Nice.
They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the
Hendricks kept up. No, good tackle there. Whoever that was, fantastic sliding tackle. So easy to get wrong.
Sambo Anguissa. He's looked long this time. Defending of the desperate variety. Sambo Anguissa needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just
play
didn't
by
get
Germany.
enough behind it. It happens.
Great play by... that final ball just let it down. But up until that point, brilliant attack play, wing play even. I don't know, it's too late in the night for me to be worrying about language.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. And yes,
that's
it is
a good ball
for me.
through. Werner, he
space.
just stumbles. Defender did very well just to knock him off his stride there. Really frustrating, but you see it all the time in real life. It shouldn't be a surprise that it happens in the game as well. That's easy. That's too easy. It's 2-0. And Brandt wandering through the centre of the Cameroon defence. You see the run there, and again Leroy Sané with a pinpoint ball, finding his mate, and really too easy for Brandt after he gets hold of the ball. First touch, back of the net. 2-0 Germany, and this could be a rout.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Good approach play from Cameroon. That's a brilliant tackle by Hendricks. Just getting his foot in, knocking it away from the player.
Royce.
Beautiful.
Brandt. Victory now would mean so much.
Oh, that's a bad pass. Terrible, terrible pass. His teammate all of 12 yards, 15 yards ahead of him, and somehow he's managed to get it so wrong. Able to frustrate them into playing a long ball. No, I was trying to thread one and it was never going to work. That's on me.
He's got options out wide. Keeps everyone guessing. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
A foul in my favour, I should hope.
That's a booking.
Indeed it is. And a yellow card. That's nasty. That's very, very naughty. He's lucky only to get a yellow, in truth. Pass out to Schultz. Germany, a different team when he's available.
Tony Kroos coming up to half-time, leading, and
Royce.
things are looking pretty good.
Kroos.
Tony Kroos. It's a loose ball. Crosses it in low.
Werner. Oh, he's just unable to get the ball out from under his feet. It's a shame because up until then, nice looking move. Oh, that's good. That's very good.
That a foul? Yes, the
fouled on the edge of the area. Wait, what? So I fouled him because he had his leg. Okay, never mind. I've had this too many times to care anymore. They really do need to have a look at the sensitivity of some of these fouls, though, because you breathe on an opposition player the wrong way and you get a foul given against you sometimes.
Attempts to play it through.
Oh, he's done very well there. Goalkeeper does excellent work to collect it. To Stegen back in the Germany goal.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Needed a better pass there.
And that'll do for a half. Timo Werner and Brandt giving Germany a 2-0 lead at half-time in the second group's match of the World Cup. If they maintain this, it will put Germany on 6 points. And it's difficult to see them not qualifying with that number on the board. No changes at half-time, just going to go straight back into it.
So just 45 minutes to decide the fate of this group. Great run on the overlap here.
Very, very dangerous on the wing, Cameroon.
It's a brilliant interception.
That's a bad pass. Don't know what I was thinking there.
Room for it. Tries a shot!
Let's just get it out. Get it cleared. Bit of a scrabbly defence there. Not great.
And he's there to cut it out.
That's not too bad.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Oh, referee. Now, you see, how is that not a foul when they've given fouls for a lot less? And that's the problem. It's the inconsistency of it.
Henriks. Royce. Ginter. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And no surprise.
Another yellow card for Cameroon. It's getting a little bit ugly out there now. A little bit too physical. They're thinking they can bully their way through, and they really can't. Short ball
Cameroon,
to restart. Germany now just looking to keep hold of possession, force an
deny
opening.
runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Oh, nice idea. Didn't quite come off.
Henriks gets into the right position to intercept. Schuler.
Good tackle by, I think, Schuler.
Brandt, already, of course, on the score sheet.
German players a little bit reticent to turn on the ball.
So we've reached the hour mark. Henriks gets his foot in there.
That was very strange.
Gets up to head it!
No problem for the goalkeeper.
Well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Germany can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Royce. Kroos is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Well, they will seem to have made the right choice to dampen the creative spark here.
Oh, Sane! Oh,
well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Nicely worked right up until the finish.
Checks on the touchline.
Starting to feel like we're not really competing physically in the centre of the pitch.
Here. I think he's been
so
made the scapegoat
Kroos
after
going
that,
to come
I
off,
guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
going to come on, more of an all-rounder. And I think at this point we'll put Gnabry on as well. "25 minutes to stretch their legs and show why they should be considered for the first team."
There's a long ball.
Easy ball back to the goalkeeper. Absolutely no trouble there. The defender doing exactly what he needed to.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Ginter. Royce. Forward it goes. Gnabry plays it out to the flank.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Oh, just the finish needed. Everything absolutely perfect right up until the finish. Goalkeeper doing a very good job of keeping that out, to be fair.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Sambo Anguissa.
At the moment, Germany just looking second to every ball, just unable to quite get their foot in. That's a very, very good interception. Ball just floating over, I think, Gnabry's head. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Now it's Sané.
Just a little bit lackadaisical on the ball, these players. They're not really looking sharp at the moment, and that's something that can develop as the tournament goes on. It's a little bit worrying that they're looking quite so lax right now.
Far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Nice through ball. Good pass. Oh, no.
Almost nothing left on the clock here. Germany have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Hoists it forward. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. So now
would be nice to get a third goal just before we finish this match.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side.
Not giving up on it yet.
Expect, but we couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Sambo Anguissa.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive.
You shouldn't be putting that out of play when it's played so softly to you.
Matip. Sambo Anguissa. Gnabry. And it's Royce. Werner. Gnabry.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. It's a goal. 3-0. Timo Werner's second of the game. And a brilliant passing move to put Cameroon to the sword.
Germany are really pouncing on any straight passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heavily.
Just played the ball the other side of the defender. Timo Werner had lost his man, drifted into space, picked it up, and then just placed it the other side of the goalkeeper into the far corner. A quick 1-2, and absolutely no chance of saving that one. Germany 3, Cameroon 0.
And they are romping out of sight. Matip.
And that's it. After 2 games, Germany have qualified from their group into the knockout stages of the World Cup.
That's 2 from 2, and it is looking good.
And now we go on to the Argentina match to test ourselves against a team that are perennial World Cup favourites.
If you consider the performances to this point, and I think with the pressure off, they can already start their preparations for the next.
This, of course, will more than likely be Mats Hummels' last World Cup. He'd love to finish it off with World Cup number 5. Decent enough stats, the possession very even, the number of passes, it's surprising to see how many passes Cameroon actually had. Chance-wise, definitely more chances on Germany's side than on Cameroon's. Apart from Sewell, everyone doing very, very well in the match ratings. Goretzka and Gnabry, however, doing terribly. 4.5 each. But that will do. We're through to the next round of the World Cup. There's the rest of the scores there. Pause the video if you would like to see what happened in those games. Just having a quick look to see if there's any surprise results. Well, England drawing with Saudi Arabia, you would say, was a massive result. Everyone else pretty much doing what's expected of them. So the groups stand as follows. Again, the pause button is your friend. Group B, Italy in charge of there. Group C, Germany very much in charge and definitely through Cameroon, the third place team on 1 point. The winner of Argentina, Germany will decide the winner of the group. Belgium top of theirs. Spain and Nigeria. Oh well, now that's an interesting group. That's a little more tight. Brazil are going to need to win their last game, which might actually be against Spain. I wasn't paying too much attention. Poland and Portugal top of their group. Portugal really in danger here if Qatar get a result against well, I don't know who Qatar are playing next, but whatever their next game is, if they get a result, they could end up knocking Portugal out of the World Cup. That's a bit of a group of death, that one. France, Czech Republic, Ivory Coast and Mexico. 4 very, very good teams from all around the world. And England, top of the group on 4 points after the draw with Saudi Arabia. They could be in danger. England could be on their way out as well. So there we go, that's everything as far as the World Cup is concerned for today's episode, but as ever we will now go into the negotiations on the Newcastle side, and as you can see, absolutely nothing happening as far as the team's concerned today. Ribery has left to join his club on loan for 6 months, £14 million finding their way into our coffers. It's a nice bit of money to have. But that's it, that's everything for today. So until next time, it's a big game tomorrow, or is it tomorrow? No, I think it will be next week. I'm trying to figure out what day's what. But until next time, when we have a massive game against Argentina, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. The great Arsene Wenger, he'll be murdered. I think that was what he said. You don't want to kill his career, essentially. So Bodmer is probably going to be leaving us on loan. There's a few American teams that are interested. I imagine that one of them will be coming in for him in the near future. Dani Alves also we're going to be putting out on loan if we can. Reason being, I will mention. I'll say in a minute. Place on loan list. There we go. The reason being, if you just look at Dani Alves and Juanfran in terms of as defenders, Juanfran is a much more solid defender. So here's Juanfran's defensive awareness 76, ball winning 79. Dani Alves defensive awareness 70, ball winning 72. Now there are things about the players that make them each unique and good players. Dani Alves probably a better passer of the ball, a better overall attacking player. Juanfran's got great speed and great acceleration. His ball control is good. His passing's not brilliant, but his lofted pass, which is in basically when we play football, it tends to be that the fullbacks get forward and put lofted crosses into the box. So a lofted pass is actually more important than low passing accuracy for a fullback playing in the system that we use. So Dani Alves is going to go out on loan this season. Juanfran is going to stay in the team. He's going to be the backup for Henriks. Xavi is going to be playing a part for us this season. He's more than good enough to be playing a part. We have sometimes struggled a little bit in the middle of the park. We definitely want someone who can spray the ball around a bit more. Nkunku's passing is good, but at times it can be really spotty. So we're going to give Xavi a go for the first half of the season. Depending on how he does, he'll either stay with us or maybe we'll put him back out on loan. Or if we get a really good offer for him, because bear in mind he's worth £40 million, if we get a good offer for him, then he might not stay with us, but we'll see how he goes. Mathieu and Willems, our two options at left back. Obviously Mathieu as well is capable of covering centre back, so those two players not going anywhere. Paredes, I'm going to play him a little bit and see how he is, but I think he may well end up going back out on loan again this season. Coco is definitely still in my plans, but he is no longer going to be a first choice player for us. I've already put Vinicius Jr. in as our first choice starting right winger this season. Obviously, depending on how things go, that can change. Looking at other players that we have, Shelvey, I owe Shelvey a lot. He's going to stay with us until his performances don't justify it anymore. But despite the fact that he's only rated at 77, I genuinely believe that he is such a vital part of our midfield and the way that it functions. So he's going to be sticking around, as is Jefferson Farfan. Just look at the versatility of the guy. He can play left, right, centre, midfield, up front. He can play everywhere. He's a player that is going to be very useful for us from the bench this season, so we're going to keep hold of him. Tadibo, another player who has been promoted to the first team. He now is playing alongside Hummels as our first choice pairing in the centre of the park. Almiron we're going to keep hold of. Hayden definitely keeping hold of. Lascelles, I have made him available for transfer, but only if someone offers us the money that he's worth. He's currently rated 17 million. I want to get 17 million for him. When we get that money, when we get an offer in for him, we will be making a move for another centre-back. I have my eye on someone. I'm not going to mention who yet because we've not placed a bid. But I'm interested to see how he'll fit in. I think he'll play well for us, but I'm not going to say too much about him until we know what's going on elsewhere. Dubravka, he's another player that we're open to reasonable offers on. I'm sure that there will be a suitor for him and they'll come in for him in short order. Again, I have irons in the fire as far as goalkeeper's concerned, so bear with me. Let's see what happens on that front. Nkunku, Joelinton, both staying with us. Hummels is an interesting one. If we get a ridiculous offer for him, I might be open to letting him go. That being said, he's 34. Until he hits 35, he's not going to go down too much at all. So I've got a feeling that we could keep hold of him until the age of 36 and he would still be an incredibly important player for us. But depending on the offers that we get in and the players that become available, he may end up moving on. I don't want to move him on, but if the stars align and we're made aware of a player who could replace him, then it might be time to wave goodbye to him. Timo Werner, there's nothing on God's green earth that would make me get rid of that guy. He's absolutely incredible. The whole reason that we won the championship last year in my mind is Werner's goals. 29 goals in the Premier League. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Neither is Henriks, neither is Junior, and I think we all know my feelings on Maximan. I'd marry the dude if I could. So that's that. That is everything that's going on with the squad at the moment. Obviously, I'll keep you versed on everything that is going on with the team as we progress through this World Cup in 2022. But until then, the time has come for me to say goodbye. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.